Okay, I do actually have an update on the collection situation, and it's unfortunately not PS2, but we'll come back to PS2 when I find some interesting stuff. The first thing I want to talk about, though, is actually not even a game. How's that? Darth Mauls double-bladed lightsaber. This is the 2011 version, so it's not as collectible as the one that I had back in my university days, which I would love to find. I'm pretty sure it's still in a box from when I was moving. One of the boxes from when I was moving. I bought it in my first year at university, when I was still part of what was called the Durham University Assassin Society. Technically, I still am part of that because I have a life membership. It's a live role-playing club. And it's something that's shared with Cambridge, and I think Oxford has a group as well. It's an interesting group. There's a constant game going on in the Assassin Society where you have a target that you have to assassinate, essentially. But you do it with fake daggers or lightsabers, in my view, and things like that. You know, those fake daggers with the retractable blade. You're supposed to sneak up to them when they're coming out of lectures and just tap them on the shoulder with it, basically, and say, right, got you. No one could ever get me in the Assassins, because at the time, I looked just like the president of the society. No one could tell which one was which. Because there was another rule in the Assassins. You having to get caught, otherwise you're out of the game. You can't assassinate the wrong person, otherwise you're out of the game. So no one dared get me. It was brilliant. So anyway, I had the 99 to 2000 version of this, and I'd love to find my original. This one is different to it, because this one has these two buttons here. This is the 2011 one. It has these two buttons. You'll notice that the blades aren't coming out unless I press this button. See? So this one actually has an improvement. It's got a retractable blade, and it locks in place. So I like this. I'm very happy to have picked it up for £1. I had a quick check on eBay. The original ones I can't even find a listing for because they're not listed very well. But the 2011 one goes from anything between £4 and £25 loose. So for when I've picked it up for £1, I've done pretty well, actually. I'm really happy to have it because I loved my old Darth Maul one. I can use this in future GameHammer videos when I'm talking about Star Wars and things. But that's not the only thing I found, because the best role-playing game ever put on a computer, Planescape Torment. Very good, nice condition. The case is lovely condition. The inlays are lovely condition. All the discs are here pretty much as unused condition. Be nice to have the box to go with it, but for £2 I'm going to have that any day of the week. I've actually got a copy over here. If I can get it out, yeah. This is the version I played back at university. It's the budget re-release version, which has the patches and the manuals on a disc, which is really nice. But having the original, I couldn't say no to the original because, man, guys, it's Planescape Torment. You don't say no to Planescape Torment. So, put that back. I'm very, very happy to add this to my collection because that is wonderful. So, doesn't really change things on terms of updates on the lists, because it's going to count as a double, because it is a double basically. But still, one, maybe two underneath 75% for the PS2 set, and all the other sets have pretty much stalled as well. So it's not an easy time in terms of collecting, but I'm going to keep going at it and see what happens anyway. Oh guys, you're going to love this one, a lovely one that Jen found on her travels, and I'm so happy that she did. Thank you so much, Jen, because we finally have a copy of Haunting Ground on PlayStation 2. This is in fantastic condition, have a look at that. And everything's here, manual and everything in great condition. Hardly opens on the box, so we know that it hasn't been used much. This is a game that I've been looking for a long time. I actually got scammed on eBay over this particular game. Not this particular copy, but this game. A guy was selling Haunting Ground and one other It was another survival horror that I really wanted, and it was the auction was going for 10 quid, so I put a bid in and won at 15 for the 2. He never sent it. So it's one of those guys saying, is it just that he just really doesn't want to sell 2 good games for 15 quid? Or was it a scam? Either way, doesn't have an account now because when he refused to respond to messages, just went to eBay like, look, the guy's clearly messing me around. They shut his account down. Can't have been the first time. So I'm very happy to finally have a copy. It was disappointing that it's taken so long, but this is a good condition one, definitely worth the wait. Looking forward to giving this a proper try. So I think it's been well worth waiting for because I'm going to enjoy that one. Anyway, that is the only one now. I think that gets us up to 75%. If it doesn't, I'll put a marker on the screen about what the actual percentage is, but it's nice to get this far along with the collecting and also to find that there are good games still out there. So, hey guys, welcome to another pickups video. It's tough going out there, my goodness. Now that I'm about 1 game short of 75% on the PS2 set, it's getting really hard to find titles, but I did find something very nice. And I've been looking for this particular book for years because I love Star Wars X-Wing. It was a fantastic game when I was playing it back in the old Mega PC days. My goodness, I actually upgraded my Mega PC from 1 megabyte to 4 megabytes of RAM so I could play X-Wing better. I'm glad I did because it meant I could play TIE Fighter as well. And one of my friends always made me think, oh, I'd love that book because he had the guide to Star Wars X-Wing with all of the discussion of the secrets and the best ways of getting through the missions and things like that, and all the things that you needed to know if you wanted to get 100% and things. So I finally managed to track down a copy of that guide, but for the extended version. This is the CD Collector's Edition one, which has B-Wing and Imperial Pursuit expansion packs in it, and all of the extras from the CD, like the voices in the cutscenes and things. So I've got the guide for that, which means I've got the best version of this guide. Cost me £1 plus postage, so I was very happy to have finally got it and also to have waited that long to get it. It is a brilliant set. It's got all the information. It's actually got a story in it as well. It's got a story in the front, and the story goes through the entire game, talking about the pilot that if you're playing it according to the plot line. My cat is eating stuff out of my bin. If you're playing the game according to the plot line, you're playing a certain pilot, and his story is in this book. So actually, even if you're not a fan of the game and you're a Star Wars fan, you want to go for the Legends set, you need to know what's in here because he turns up in some of the Legends books as well. So I'm very happy to finally have this guide in my collection. I'm not a big collector of guides, but this one, I think it has a special place in my heart, so I got it. Anyway, I wanted to find some more interesting stuff to talk to you about, but for the moment, that's literally everything I've got in terms of game collecting, because it's so hard to find stuff. I was down in town earlier on today, and oh, I thought I had the one title that would get me to 75% on PS2, but CEX had it listed wrong. This is something that you need to know if you try to collect from CEX. They don't carry everything. Not all of the library for any given console is in their library. They don't carry everything. I believe they've stopped carrying Action Fighter for Master System. I don't know why, but I got told that in the branch down in town. And sometimes they just don't label things properly. For example, I was down in town today to pick up a title called Music Maker, which I don't have. I have Music 3000, and I have a program called Magic's Music Maker, but I don't have Music Maker. So I went downtown to have a look at it. Turns out that they've just mislabeled it. It's actually Magic's Music Maker that they've got down in town. Nothing I can do about that. So there we are. Sometimes you just have to make sure that what they're selling is actually what they have. It's a bit annoying. They should label things properly. I mean, the titles of these games are written on the spine. That's what they should be selling it as, but nope, that's not what they do. So keep aware of that if you are collecting. And I've got another one for you guys. It's one of those situations you're always going to keep going back to your charity shops because they won't have anything in until they do. And today, one that hasn't borne fruit for me for a long time had this in it. The Ultimate Amstrad Omnibus. Now, I actually do have this book, but there's no way I was leaving one in such good condition on the shelf in my local charity shop just to fester. So, for 20 pence, I'm going to say yes. That is wonderful condition. This book is great, by the way. On CPC, in the Amstrad CPC video magazine, that's a bit of a mouthful, but on CPC, I use in the introduction a routine that prints CPC onto the screen in multiple colours. It comes from this book. So I am really happy to have this. It's got some very interesting routines in it. It talks an awful lot about the code and how it works and why. So I'm really happy to have such a good condition book in the collection. The previous one, the one I've already got, I got that given to me for free from a guy on the CPC Wiki forums, and that was really nice and generous of him. Thank you so much. This one is going to go and sit in the corner on a shelf and basically be my collecting version rather than my reading version, because the other one had obviously been read before. I mean, I've read it, he'd read it, and possibly other people have read it before. So this one's like the collecting one, to sit in the corner and be the museum piece, that kind of thing, while I keep the other one to myself and use it for routines. So I'm very happy to add that to the set. Oh my goodness, guys, wow. We've got a very hot and humid day, so I'm not going to take up too much more time here because this room gets hot very quickly. So I do have 2 games to finally add to the set. I've been looking for these for quite a while. And they don't complete a set, but they do get us closer to completion. Quite a lot closer, in fact. So, with that said, thank you so much to Jenny who found these and sourced them for us. Let's get straight into it. King of Fighters 11. Get down, my snuggle bun. My cat has decided to cameo. King of Fighters 11. How good is this? Look at the condition. It's near mint. It's amazing. I am so happy to add this to the set. Hardly opens as well, so everything is here in great condition. Looking forward to giving this a try. Look at the condition on. It's just brilliant. I'm a big fan of the fighting genre, and King of Fighters is one of those that I wasn't keen on when I tried it back in the 90s. I remember trying it one time, and it didn't click with me, but it's grown on me since then. So to have another one in that set is a nice thing for me. I'm really happy. Thank you so much, Jen. But Jen didn't stop there, because she also found another King of Fighters one. This one is King of Fighters Neo Wave. The cat is attacking paper on the floor. That's what that sound is in the background. Again, this is in excellent condition. Whoever's traded these into CEX has really kept a lot of care of them. Again, hardly opens. Great condition inside. I am looking forward to giving this one a try as well, because it looks like it's got some of my favourite characters in. Yeah, I can see a couple of them on the back there, so I'm very happy to add this to the set. But apparently this one has additional features not found in the original arcade version. That's very nice. So, I'm very happy with these. Thank you so much, Jen. That finishes off the collection for this month. It doesn't finish the collection off entirely, but we have now breached 75% on the PlayStation 2 set. So I'm very happy with that. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we find after this. My cat really does want attention today. I'm going to leave now and give my cat some attention that she's craving. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you did like this. If you did, remember to click that like button. She's not going to stop. Share this with your friends so that they know some good games when they see them. And do subscribe for future videos, because there will be more in the future. But until next time, I've been Zoe Kirk-Robinson. You've been watching a GameHammer's extra gaming pickups video on the Darth Mauls channel. Yes, it is a mouthful, but I'll see you next time.